Hello, this is Hourglass, and welcome back to another episode of Blinx the Time Sweeper. In the last episode, we got through all of round 2, and now let's start on round 3. Hourglass Caves. Starting off, this stage has the best visuals in the game. The glowing mushrooms look amazing. The water on the walls look amazing. The falling sand looks amazing. It just looks amazing. Now, this is the first instance of the gates, which lock after you go through them. And right here is an upgraded version of the Dust Herder. Takes 2 hits instead of 1, just like the Chrono Blob. And just like the normal Dust Herder, the ball it drops is 100 pieces of gold. This is a slow. As it says, it slows down time. It's useful in some situations. And I've never actually tried this, but can you jump up here? No, no, you can't. I was just trying it because that later area might have actually done something that would have helped. Right here, we've got 2 Chrono Blobs. You might accidentally do that. That just unleashes some gold. And right here is a new enemy. It burrows underground and tries to catch you while underground, and then it bites up and attacks you like that. You want to do this to lure it so that it comes up and attacks you, so you can hit it. Because, as you can probably guess, it won't hit you if it's you won't hit it if it's on the ground. The enemy is called Mulgon, and also sometimes it will pop up out of the ground to look around a little. Not sure what I'm doing here, but let's just continue. Since I don't exactly see a use of it soon, I'll just use fast forward right now. Jumping is much harder to do, but you go much faster, as you can see there. As you can see in the top right, all we have left are a couple Chrono Blobs, a Corropper, and some Monster Balloons. Get it there. One of the Chrono Blobs. You can attack here. It's somewhat hard to hit because it's pretty crowded. I just realized I'm not doing that well. Yeah, I'm really not doing that well. I'm already out of retries. Okay, that works better. Now I'm not dying to a Chrono Blob every 2 seconds. If you didn't pick up that bomb back there where that other Chrono Blob was, then you can either go back to it really quickly and pick it up, since you can do that, or you can do this. Let me pick up some more trash. Just like in the last stage, you can get one of the cat medals by going down here. One of the cat medals you can't get yet, because it's behind that 16-ton weight. Also, bring one of those trash. It will help you with the next cat medal, I think? Well, let's find out. There are two different ways of getting up here. The first one is jumping onto a trash and doing that. The second one is using rewind and going up the waterfall. With that, time sweep is complete! Here's our collection, as always. And when we get back to the screen, I'll quickly go back to the Deja Vu Canals shop. Because over here, we can finally get a retry holder. And then in the Hourglass Caves, we can pretty much do the same. To quickly switch through the rounds, you can just use the right trigger or left trigger to go through. This, you want to get this. It allows you to carry more it allows you to carry more trash in any of the sweepers you buy. I'll also be buying a few retries. So now you can carry up to 10 trash instead of 5. Really useful to pick up. And now on to stage 2, like always. This game can be played on the 360, except it's laggier, so if you have an Xbox 360, then there's no excuse to not get this, because it's backward compatible with the game. The first cat medal is right behind here. Somewhat hidden. I kinda want to pick up the paws. And then there are 2 octobloons. The pink octobloon is the upgrade of the blue ones, just like everything else that gets an upgrade. And I'm gonna pick up these green crystals, because they'll eventually be useful. Because they are record! It makes a second copy of you, so while you're recording, you're invincible. And after you're done recording, anything that happened while you're recording will happen again. So if you've made a copy of yourself in order to try and hit an enemy, then you can get that and follow the recording version of you, the recorded version of you, and then you can hit from behind. In this treasure, you've got some gold. Let me use up all my trash on these enemies. Blobs are... there's nothing really special about them. Try not to fall down there because, just like most of the other levels, it brings you back to the beginning. After this episode, I think I'm going to start talking about things other than the game, unless something important happens, because I'm starting to run out of things to say while talking about the game. And I think it's getting pretty boring for the 3 of you that watch. I'm not sure about the cat mills, but I know for a fact that there's one behind that trash, that giant weight. There was one behind those rocks that was at the beginning of the stage. And the last one I don't remember. Over here, there's a hidden dust herder, and there's also a couple Molgons. You're gonna want to get this crop to die, so it doesn't become a nuisance. Now for the last Molgon. Hopefully he'll stop being stupid and run into me instead of the wall. And they're all dead. Yeah, this is the first stage where I don't remember where the last cat medal is, because I know there are 3 in this stage. Maybe you can't get it yet, but I don't know. I'll show it up once I have to come back for that other cat medal. Stage complete again, as usual. And now for stage 3. In this, you're gonna want a record, because it's pretty much where you're supposed to get it, not the level earlier like I did. And you'll also want a fair amount of rewinds, because otherwise it's gonna be hard to get some of the cat medals. Well, not hard, but annoying. I forgot that the Chrono Blob wasn't a one-hit, so it was still conscious, so I can still run into it. Just do that instead. Do that. Yep. Let me collect a little bit of trash so that I can get some things done. So I can have something to kill from the time monsters. As well as... Ah, come on! That's not what I wanted to do. I want the gold. Oh well. If you weren't able to get a rewind there, there's still enough rewind there. Okay, do that. Also, while rewinding, you can't bounce up like that. Here's one of the cat medals. The second one is up here, which is one of the reasons why you want rewind, so it won't be hell getting up here. In that chest, there isn't gold, there are fast-forward crystals. So unless you think you really need some of those, pass. And as for the last cat medal, it's over here. It's much easier to get with rewind, but it's possible to get it without it, as I just demonstrated. And over here, be careful, because this locks on you and you might run out of trash. run out of trash, all of the enemies here can restore that. Fix that. And over here is a door that won't reopen. Wait, no, it will reopen. And also, expect another TomTom biker, so get some trash ready. That should definitely be good. What's up? He has an official name, it's just that I'm not too calling him by it because I forget it. After a while, he'll just jump into a hole if he doesn't run into a wall to get into it. Just collect some of the record crystals right now so I don't have to worry about them later. And now here's what you want to do. You want to start off over here. Use record. Run over to the button. Make sure it's the button on the left, because the button on the right is much easier to get to the door from, and you don't have that much time. Jump onto this button here, so that you can open that door. It's just saying how you need the power of 2 to open the door. And now all you need to do is kill the last 2 enemies, the Corn Blob and the Dropper. Oh yeah, there's this annoying siren in case you haven't killed all the time monsters, because you need to kill all the time monsters in order to get to the goal gate. And 3rd stage complete. And now for the boss. It shouldn't be too long. But before I go to the boss, I'll buy a retry. Actually, I'll buy a retry holder off screen. I'll do that from now on, so excuse me, so that I don't waste too much time on screen. Microphone almost fell there. And now for the boss. Meet the Mole Sword. Upgraded version of the Molgon, and it will eat the platforms that you're on. So that's how you're gonna wanna kill this boss. Stand on the platform so that it comes towards you, then shoot it while it's still chewing. Just like all the other bosses, it'll only take 3 shots. There it jumped, as you could have heard the sound. And if you're in the sand when he bites at you, he'll just pop up and quickly bite you. And then, there we go, third boss defeated. And once again, try to stand right on top of where it died so that you can get as much gold as you can. Collect the last pieces of trash, and time sweep complete. This has been Blinx the Time Sweeper. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.